Hi guys, welcome to my channel. It's Eileen. Today I'm going to play with some of the dies I just received from my design team from Anna, who is my Crafting World Designs. And I want to play around with the smaller dies for now. This one is her spool die, and you get two different styles for the tops of your spool, and then you also get two different two different heights for your spool. And yeah, let's just get into it. I'm going to put you on time lapse. These are very self-explanatory. This is a bow die, so you guys, you can layer this however way you want. This is called the star bow. I'll put you on time lapse. I'm just going to play with some of my scraps that I have here on my table. And here's some pink cardstock. I'm going to cut the base for the spools, and I'll also be cutting some bows out with just some of my scraps that I have here on my table. So I'm going to use this, and I'll use some of this pink paper. So I'll put you guys on time lapse. Okay guys, so I want to come in here real quick and just to mention what I was doing. I cut the doily part out. I cut it out I guess 4 times to make one spool. For the cardstock, I wanted this to be sturdy on the top, so I glued my flaps out, which makes it easier to attach it to the doily part. And then I used the second piece. You guys saw me. I cut it to the center so that I could cover up the flaps, if that makes any sense, because I wanted to hide the flaps. But you're not going to see this part, which is the seam that I cut on the second doily, so it doesn't matter. But that's what my train of thought was going to be. I cut a decorative paper for the top layer, but then I realized that it needs to be smaller in order for me to layer it on for the pink to show. But for now, I'm just going to offset it like that. It's just, you can see right there, I just offset it instead of lining it up to how the doily is lined up. I'm just going to offset that so you can see the pink peeking out like that. Right there, you can see it. Okay, so let me just glue this down, because I just want to put the spool together. I was really trying to think this through instead of just going and assembling it right away. I wanted to see if I could do a little bit, make it a little sturdier. Is that a word? Sturdier, more sturdy? I don't know. Anyway, there's our offset. And I'm just gonna press it down. I think this is a really cute die. Great way to share our trims and ribbons and stuff. I also want to probably come back later and try to make a taller spool. Like, these spools are cute, but I want to make a taller one, and I think I'm going to use the die from the box making die set that she has and use that to make my cylinder. So this is the hard part, because I cut it out 2 layers, and the first layer cuts and then the negative space drops away. But when you're doing 2 layers, usually you got to poke one out, and I've already tried doing it this way with the brush, and it doesn't want to go anywhere. So this is faster and less effort for me, at least. And have my pro die cutting people comment down below. Eileen, do it like this. Yada, yada, yada. It's like 9 o'clock at night, and I really wanted to cut into these dies, really, and just play with it so I could get an idea and get some project ideas in my head onto how I could use these in more ways than just one, because it's super cute for swaps. And she also has, Anna has a die, word die set that has like goodies and ribbons and trims, and that would be cute on this also. So that would be a little further down the road when I'm ready to decorate the spool. And I want to cut that ribbon out, I mean the bow, and try to see what it's going to look like. But right now, I think this is really cute for sharing, for Happy Mail. You know, and people who do snippets, Louisa and I did snippets with Eve and Chiquita. That would have been cute to use this as a snippet. What do you call it? Swap spool. But look at how cute. Oh my God, that is adorable. And I like how the pink is just barely peeking through. I think that's cute. I didn't line that up too well, but that'll be the bottom. This is the top. All right, so the next one, I think I will try to make this one taller. This is the other design for this spool. And I have 4 here. And I'm gonna do the same technique, but I want to make it taller. All right. So to make it taller, and not, cut this. Said I was gonna use the box making kit, but we're just gonna go with this for now. And you could add a decorative layering piece on the spool part right in here. But if you think about it, you're gonna add the trim there. You don't really need that. So here we go. I'm going to add it like that. Okay. Okay. Let me move this out of the way. My glue gun is all tangled up. Tangled, and my table is a mess. All right. Don't usually want to use hot glue. I might regret this, but let's go with it. Guys, I could barely see the score line. Let's see. Actually, I should use some tape, maybe? I think that would be better. Get this hot glue off of here. There. Get my, score tape, or double-sided tape. Use whatever you want. Whatever floats your boat. So I'm thinking this would be a lot smoother, but good grief. Okay. Try this. We shall see. Oh my God, my eyes are bad right now. Really, really bad. Just go with that. Whoops. Whoopsie daisy. Guess what? That's the inside. Okay. I'm gonna do the same thing. This is the outside. I'm gonna fold these out. My score mark is not that obvious. I'm supposed to fold it in, but I am folding it out because I am stubborn. Just gotta do it the wrong way. Rebel. She's a rebel. Okay. All right. Now, let me just go ahead and glue this out. I don't know how well that lined up, but gonna go with it. Go with it. And we're gonna do the same thing we did with the first one. Just fold these out. Take our first one and do our best. Okay. Do our best. Oh, I can't see. So blind. There's a small circle on the doily. I guess that's to help guide you to place it down. I got bad lighting and I can barely see. You probably see the top of my head. All right, I'll try to get it as round as you can. And get that pressed in. As round as possible without crushing it. And look, we made a tall spool. There we go. So now we take this, again, we just find a spot that we could snip, okay? And there's a circle right there. You can see the impression. I'm gonna do my best to cut around. You saw the time lapse, it took me a minute, took me a while, because I could barely see the circle. It's barely there. And you wanna cut a little bigger than the impression if you're doing it this way. If you don't want to do it this way, then, you know, that's fine too. You can just leave it all, or do it the way you're supposed to do it, Eileen. Okay. And this also gives the spool sturdiness, you know, makes it sturdy. Okay, now let's see if I cut it good enough. And I'm just lining up the doilies on top of each other. And I could see that it's not lining up, so I just come over here where I could see it's not round enough. And I take my scissors and trim that off. Just a little bit at a time. You don't want to take off too much all at once. So it takes a minute, or it takes a few tries. Like I said, if you don't want to do it this way, that's fine. You do however you want to do it. I'm doing it like this. So here we go. And we'll line it up as good as possible. There you go. That's good enough. Okay. And I'm just going to take the glue and pour it all up in there, even around the loops, the loopy loops, because I want to get all of that on there. Whoops, getting it on the spool. Don't want that. Okay, so just taking my finger because I already got glue on it, using my thumb to spread it out. There we go. And that just helps. It helps a little bit. Okay. And I'm trying to line the seam up together. So putting the seams, so you can see the seam from the tube, and then the seam where I cut the slit so we could put the doily around it. Oh, that one worked out pretty good. Look at that. Pretty good, pretty good. All right, I'm just gonna take my brayer, and it makes it nice and flat. Okay, I'm gonna take this next one, get all the paper bits out. This one, I don't know. Why isn't it popping out? Okay. I think I can, oh yeah, use the brush on this one. There's little tiny holes on this one. You gotta push through. The brush doesn't always work. Okay, there we go. Didn't take much, or I hope it didn't take much. Anyway, we're gonna do the same thing. Gonna go in here. We're gonna cut it out, cut the center out. Okay, and do your best, the best you can. You think cutting a circle is easy, but not for me. Remember, cut it just a smidge bigger than you think. Like a little bit off of the line. Okay. And we're gonna take this one, find the seam. You want the seam to be on the back side. So there. And we gotta trim this one. Okay, just a little bit more. see where I missed parts of it. Okay. I hope you guys could see what the heck I'm doing after all of this video. Okay. So you see how it's wavy? It's not, see how it's waved up a little bit? That means you should trim some more. Trim a little bit. I didn't trim this good. The first one went so well. The second one had to be a little bit of trouble. A little bit of troublemaker. And if you just use pattern paper, that'll save you a step also. It's up to you. If that looks good enough, because I could squeeze it together. So I'm just going to take the glue and go around where the tabs are going to be. All right, and then line up the seams and hold it. I'm holding it at the seam where I cut it. And then the layer that goes on this here, the layer on top would stiffen all of that up. Just give it some pressure. Okay. And now we're going to take this and go right on the top. Okay. And we don't have to cut this one because this is the top layer. And I'm putting extra glue on the coily and then just pushing it out to the edge. Just to get that onto the edge. There we go. And then place that on top. Whoops. Yay. Patience. Patience. Okay. Looks a little messy, but I'm gonna have some decorative paper covering that up. All right, put it down, upside down, and press. Press it down, and that will lock in all of our pieces. Look at that. That is a cute spool. Love it. Okay. Sorry, guys. I think it's only because I cut 2 pieces at a time. The paper, it's not popping out. It cut it nicely. It's just the little pieces are stuck in there. I don't know. Okay. Here we go now. Here we go now. I don't like these little itty pieces. They're sticking to my fingers. All right, let's push it out to the edge and add more glue. And like I said, you don't have to, but I am. Okay. I think this is cute. This is a cute die. Love it. And I'm just pressing it down again, getting those pieces together. Look at that. How cute. Okay, I'm gonna do the same here. Getting the glue off of my fingers. It's crazy. If you have like a brush, a glue brush, that would help too. Instead of your finger, if you don't like using your fingers. But I was a kid that loved to play with the glue, school glue, growing up. And I would put glue on my fingers and wait for it to dry and then peel that sucker off. I love doing that. Not so much now because, you know, we got to keep our projects all nice and pretty. Pretty girl. Ooh, that'd be a cute swap. Decorating your spools and add your trim. Oh, that'd be cute. Look, our spool is done. How pretty. And so because this one is so wide, maybe you can add a decorative paper to the center of your spool and that would solid up that that baseline, right? The whatever it's called. I can't think. Okay, I'm gonna just trim this off, and I'm gonna throw some of this on. And if you think ahead, you could also get these pieces ready and stitched, and you can add stitching. But I think because we're gonna add things to the spool itself, like, you know, trim and decorative pieces, like if you want to decorate the top of the spool, that would be cute. That would be cute. Okay, fingers are all crusty now. Would have been good, Eileen, if you thought of this ahead of time to decorate this before. Yeah, do that before you put the spool toppers on, because it's not wanting to stay flat on the spool. Okay, just gonna hold that really quick. Oh my god, these are cute. These are so cute. And we use both of the decorative pieces, the doilies. Oh my god, I love it. Great job, Anna. How pretty is this? And Anna had a video showing how she decorated the top of the spool, which I plan on doing. That'll be on another video. I guess I'm gonna do the bows on another video also. But the spools are done, and it's already 10 o'clock at night. So I hope you guys go check out Anna's website. This is mycraftingworlddesigns.com, and give her a shout. Oh my gosh, super cute. Look at this. The word, if the word was complete, it would have said sweet on the spool. That would have been so cute. And then this one, you don't really need to put anything because the trim would cover that up. So you don't need to do anything to it. But it's so pretty, Anna. Although I did double this, remember, that's not how it's supposed to be, but I love it. It's a lot wider. You could share multiple trims on this at one time and send one spool. How cute would that be for a spool swap? Oh my goodness, that would be so darling. And then you have to decorate the top, you know. I love it. Okay, that has to be on my checklist, a spool swap. You create the die, I mean the spool, decorate your tops, and then you swap trims on the spool. Love it. Oh my god, that's a great idea. I can't wait to share the swap with, well, I don't know if I'm gonna do a swap, but that would be a great swap. All right, so thank you all for watching, and remember, you could go check out mycraftingworlddesigns.com. This is her website, mycraftingworlddesigns.com. It's her email, mcwdesigns@email.com. And you know, she is also on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Excuse me. I will leave her links in the description box down below. Go and check out her little spool die set. It's just too cute. You get a lot for your money, and there's many uses for these individual pieces, but together they make a great spool. Oh my god, you guys. Thank you all for watching, and if you're new here, welcome. Please hit the subscribe button and join. It's free. Hit the notification bell. That will let you know when I load a new video or when I go live. So remember, open down below the description box. You'll have all the links for Anna's website and her social. And if you're interested in purchasing, you can also use my discount code Eileen10 at checkout, and you'll get 10% off of your purchase. So I will see you all next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.